Hey guys, what's up? It's Austin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sitting down and doing a quick glam session that'll take probably about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to start off by priming the face with the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer. This video is completely inspired by Rocio Cervantes here on YouTube. I'll leave all of her links down below. She just uploaded a new video doing her makeup in 12 minutes. And I think it was inspired by Aaliyah J. So I will have both of those channels linked down below. That way you guys can check it out. But that is where my video is going to be inspired from. Now that I have the face all primed, just adding a little bit of extra moisture back into the skin, I'm going to go ahead and take my Jeffree Star translucent powder. I'm going to take that on this big ass brush. This is the JH01 brush. I'm literally just going to take what is in the cap, just twirl that around a little bit. I'm just going to lightly press this into the skin. So basically I'm just adding a thin layer of powder just to help with any oiliness throughout the day. And since it is such a thin layer of powder, it's not going to cause any problems with any of the cream products that we lay on top. Up next I'm going to be going into the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. And again I'm just laying this down for extra hydration to the skin. Up next I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows just a little bit. This is the Maybelline Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. On a quick glam routine like this, I don't usually go all out on the brows. Most of the time I just run a little color through them and call it a day, because I could literally sit here on my brows for 45 minutes and them still not be perfect. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta take what you can get and go, okay? I guarantee you that's literally the fastest that I've ever done my brows, so. Up next I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is just like a tinted brow gel with some fibers in it. This brow gel right here is perfect for a little quick glam session, just because it'll add a little bit of extra color to the brows. That way I don't have to completely like fill in the brows and make sure that the color is nice and pigmented. So this definitely will save your ass a little bit on that portion. Alright, now that we have the brows out of the way, let's go ahead and move into some complexion products. I'm actually going to be skipping out foundation today, and I want to try out something a little different. I'm actually going to be using my Jeffree Star concealers as my base today. So, I don't know, we'll see how it works out. I haven't done this before, so I'm going to be starting off with the shade C12. This is pretty close to my actual skin color. I'm really not sure how much product I should use for like a full base with this, so I'm just kind of winging it. You know, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get most of it on like the center of the face though, that way I can just spread it out after. And you know, of course, concealing any blemishes and stuff as well. Going back in with the Catrice spray. Just going to add a little bit of this just to help that concealer blend out. You know, most concealers are pretty thick in formula, so hopefully that'll help blend it out. I'm just going to be taking my sponge and just patting this in. Like I said, I really have no idea how this is going to perform on the skin, so now I'm just going back in with a little bit more concealer closer to the eyes. Just going to do like 2 stripes on each side. Then I'm going to throw in my lighter shade. This is C4. I'm going to put 1 little stripe of this in the middle of both of those stripes. Like this. Not too much because this one is pretty pigmented. Just do a little bit here, a little bit here. And I think that'll be fine. So I will go ahead and say that this concealer does dry pretty quickly. If I decide to do this again or use this as a base product, I'll definitely like do my face in sections versus like putting it all on the face and then blending it out. It just took a little extra pressure to blend everything out, but it honestly wasn't that bad at all. And now that I have that blended all over the face, I'm just going to be going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm going to be picking that up on the same sponge that I used. Just get a little bit of that on the sponge and really set those powders in place. Right now I'm focusing it under the eyes, but I'll eventually set the whole face with this as well. I just recently picked up this product, so I haven't actually used it to set my face yet, so this is kind of like a tester all around. Now that we have the face all set, I'm just going to be going in with my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Sunlight. And I'm going to be picking that up on a Morphe JH02 brush. And I'm just going to be lightly bronzing the skin. Honestly, this is the perfect bronzer shade for me during this transition time from like, you know, fall to winter or like summer to fall. See how it just adds like a nice warmth to the skin? Absolutely love it. Also going to take this a little bit under the jawline as well. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of this down the neck just to help everything blend seamlessly together. Next, I'm going to be going into some highlight. This is the Super Shock Cheek Shadow by ColourPop in the shade Flexitarian. I'm just going to apply this to the high points of the face. Since this is kind of a subtle glam look, I'm not really going to be going into too much highlighter, you know, as I apply it all over the face, but you know what I mean. You know what, sometimes you just gotta be blinding, okay? Sometimes you just need a little extra glow in the skin to get through the day, okay? Alright, now that we have those two laid down on the skin, up next I'm going to be going into the Alamar Cosmetics Colorite Blush Trio in the shade Medium Tan. I'm going to be taking this middle shade right here called Aaliyah. I'm going to be picking that up on a Morphe JH04 brush, and I'm just gonna lay this down on top of the bronzer and the highlight just to marry those two together. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to carry that up to the apples of the cheeks. That way I have more pigmentation back here and less on the front. Because we are not trying to look like a clown today, even though it is Halloween. Hello, I'm filming this on Halloween. How are you doing? So leave a comment down below. Let me know if you celebrate Halloween, what you do for Halloween, and if you did do anything for Halloween, what was your costume? Me personally, I don't really like go all out for Halloween. I never really have. I feel like the last time I dressed up for Halloween was probably when I was like 12 or 13, you know, with the family and all, but other than that, I don't really do anything for Halloween, so sorry about it. I know people are like diehard fans, but honestly, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, that's more my vibe versus like Halloween. Just throwing a little bit of this blush on the nose just to give us a good sun-kissed look. You know what I mean? Now that we have all the powder products on the skin, I'm just going to be going in with that big fluffy brush and just kind of like blending everything together. That way everything just looks more smooth. Up next, I'm just going to take a little bit of that Jeffree Star concealer and just plop a little bit of that on the eyelids just to cancel out any of that redness and discoloration. I'm just going to blend that out with my sponge. Honestly, this probably would have been easier to do before I powdered everything, but you know, that's not how it happened today, okay? Now I'm just dipping back into the Jeffree Star powder to set that in place. You guys know I usually don't set my eyeshadow base, but today I'm just going to be throwing a little bit of bronzer in the crease. So I figured I would just set it and forget it. Hello. Then I'm just going to be dipping back into that bronzer on a little eyeshadow brush. This is the Makeup Shack T33. And I'm literally just throwing this in the crease, like nothing specific, just giving us a little color. I'm going to go in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I absolutely love how long my natural lashes are, but honestly, sometimes when I put mascara on, my lashes will literally go all the way up to my eyebrow, and I'm like, what the fuck? And with a Morphe E36 brush, it's just a little bullet brush, I'm going to take a little bit of that ColourPop highlighter. I'm going to throw this on the inner corner just to give us a little pop of life there. Give us a little moment, you know what I mean? Since we do have a little bit of powder on the brows, just from powdering the face, I'm going to go back in with that brow gel. I'm just going to run it through the brow, just add that color back. See the difference between this side and that side? This one just looks a little ashy, and this one has more of the brown color back. For lips today, I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics liner in the shade Dulce. Just going to go ahead and quickly line the lips. And for lips, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Color Reach Shine Glossy Fawn. Again, brown tone nude, you know the drill. I really love this product because it's like a gloss and a lipstick all in one. And to finally complete the look, I'm going to be going in with the House of Lashes lashes in the style Iconics. A good tip for having your lashes stay on all day is to actually take your lash glue and obviously apply it to the lashes, but also go in right on the lash line we're going to apply. That way you'll literally have glue sticking to glue and it'll last all day. Especially on the inner corner, if you have trouble with your inner corner lifting up, this will literally solve all of those problems. Alright, just going to go ahead and take that lash and apply it. Then I'm just going back in with a little bit of mascara just to marry those two together again. And last but not least, I am going to take like a black kohl liner. I'm literally just running this right next to the lashes and the lash line just to make it look more of a seamless transition. That way you see on this side how it pops up just a little bit. And finally, I'm just going to be going in with this Hourglass Ambient Lighting in the shade Ethereal Light. And just placing this a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the cheeks, and a little bit on the chin. And this just gives that life back to the skin. Alright you guys, and that is it for my 20-minute glam transformation. Obviously it took me a little longer than 20 minutes to sit down and walk through the process of it, but if I was just sitting down and not filming, it would probably take me about 20 minutes to complete the whole process. So yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll have Rocio Cervantes' link down below to her video that she did, as well as Aaliyah J's video linked down below as well. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time with another new video. Bye guys!